from New Hanover County Schools Television. Three-time Blue Ribbon winner for the North Carolina Schools Public Relations Association for Outstanding Electronic Media. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news for the week of November 25th through the 30th, 2013. I'm Abby Bowman.
And I'm Jamie Stauffer. Topping our newscast this week. School system and chamber partner in first annual Walk in My Shoes program. 19th annual Sidewalk Chalk Art event held at Mayfair. And winter band, choral, and orchestra concerts fill the school system with music.
New Hanover County Schools and the Wilmington Chamber Foundation invited more than 160 Wilmington community leaders to participate in the 2013 Walk in My Shoes program, and it's our top story this week. Walk in My Shoes is a new program held in conjunction with American Education Week and was designed to increase awareness about the successes and needs of the district schools from a first-hand interaction. We get this report on the event from YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
Roughly 30 schools across New Hanover County opened their doors to help community leaders from county government, local business, and higher education to learn directly what it takes to run and operate an area school. It was all part of New Hanover County Schools' first ever Walk in My Shoes program.
And by spending a day with a teacher or a principal in our schools, hopefully our folks can see how much progress we've made in education over the last several decades. Also, we have a bond issue coming up, and it's a chance for some of our folks to get into our schools and see what our schools actually look like and why we're asking for those things.
Walk in My Shoes is a new program developed by the Wilmington Chamber Foundation and New Hanover County Schools. This special event was held in conjunction with American Education Week and was designed to increase awareness about the successes and needs of our schools.
When you come to a school and walk in its classrooms and in its hallways, you learn about the character of the school and the positive things about the school. You also learn about the challenges and the real needs that each school has, and they're all unique to each school. And I was encouraged to hear how Dr. Sullivan is pursuing an international baccalaureate program here to give students some choices in their track of curriculum. And I was just completely blown away with the quality and the professionalism of this staff and this student body. This student body is tremendous, and they treated me with tremendous respect today, which they didn't have to do, but they're very well behaved and very focused, and that was impressive to me.
The 2013 Walk in My Shoes program served as an opportunity for community leaders to tour the schools and meet school district leaders, including teachers, principals, assistant principals, and central office staff. Those who participated from across the county learned firsthand about New Hanover County Schools' many outstanding points of pride, as well as saw the needs and challenges that schools face every day.
The thing that surprised me the most is really the campus itself. I had no idea that the campus is as large as it is. I have a grandson who goes to school here, so I have dropped him off many a day, but I've never really taken a tour of the campus to see all the outside spaces where the students can go at lunchtime and get out of the classroom, get out of the building, get outside and socialize with their friends was very pleasant and was a pleasant surprise.
A community thrives when its school system thrives. This event was an excellent opportunity for business leaders and local officials to visit classrooms to get a true picture of public education in action. Students benefited when business leaders took time to share their knowledge and resources. The collective efforts of parents, teachers, principals, school administrators, and business and community leaders prove that public education does work. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
Karma Maples, the gifted education specialist at Coddington Elementary School, has been named the New Hanover County Schools Outstanding Teacher of the Gifted. Ms. Maples has made significant contributions to the field of gifted education, not only in New Hanover County, but also in the region and throughout the state. Her many accomplishments range from creating professional development opportunities to mentoring peers to coordinating conference sessions at the University of North Carolina, Wilmington, and the North Carolina Association of the Gifted and Talented. Ms. Maples will go on to be considered for the North Carolina Teacher of the Gifted on the regional and state levels.
The Hunger Games book series has swept across the nation with a fury. The various scenarios laid out in the book have a variety of mathematical connections with middle school math. Lessons cross the world of Panem with theoretical probability and logical reasoning. Math teachers at Roland Grice learned about the unique connection to math and held a mathematical Hunger Games of their own.
And I decided to turn it into an integrated unit where the students had to research the different districts. We did a reaping, we chose tributes, and then we had a culminating activity today with the Hunger Games where the students competed by answering math problems.
Students were asked to imagine their class as one of the 12 Panem districts. Each class held a reaping and selected 2 classmates to compete in the Hunger Games. Prior to the selecting process, students had to calculate the probability of being selected. During the game, the contestants were faced with various math problems until only one was left standing. Literature and math came together and engaged students in logical thought and reflection and helped them become more mathematically proficient.
The 19th annual Sidewalk Chalk Art Competition was held on a beautiful Saturday morning at Mayfair Town Center. The participating high schools each took a corner at the intersection of Pottery Barn and Eddie Bauer to create their chalk designs. We get this report from Chase Fulton.
About 35 local high school art students competed in the 19th annual Sidewalk Chalk Art Competition through New Hanover County Schools. The students from Laney, Hoggard, and Ashley High Schools competed to win a place on the coveted chalk art plaque. The contest started as a partnership between the schools and the former Area Arts Council and was held on the riverfront downtown until it moved to Mayfair a few years ago. This year, teams created designs of bold chalk colors that they designed weeks in advance.
The sidewalk chalk art is an opportunity a little bit different from the classroom experience for the students to work together in groups to solve a problem, an artistic problem. So they come up with a design together and then they execute it together. And that's a really different experience from the classroom experience. But it's also a lot of fun to compete between the different high schools.
Student designs are judged on creativity, technique, and how they use the medium. This year, 4 local judges moved from each school station, watching as the lines were drawn and colors were applied and rubbed to perfection. The students' expressions ranged from the works of Dali to squirrels to mighty lions. Teams had been preparing for weeks and worked diligently for 2 hours to complete their artistic visions.
One of our students, Amanda, she drew it all out, the plans. They printed a lot of copies, and now we're doing it, her plans, and it's awesome.
Also on hand for the event this year was a middle school art class from Murray, who discovered that with sidewalk chalk art, you can literally get your whole body involved in the mural making effort.
Everyone in our schools can come together and just create something. I mean, it doesn't last for all that long. I mean, the rains will wash it away eventually, but just seeing it like on such a grand scale, everything we've planned out, it's just really, really exciting.
Hundreds of people shopping and walking at Mayfair stopped in amazement as the sidewalk creations came to life. Many even returned that morning to see the incredible finished creations. While the fun in the chalk art competition is the good-natured rivalries between schools and the chance to work as a team, the morning still ends with a winner. This year, Ashley High School's 3D work of squirrels collecting nuts for the winter won the contest. Reporting for YSN, this is Chase Fulton.
Now, when your school news continues, Creed Rassin is here with this week's exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up, we've got your arts calendar featuring concerts from throughout the school system.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Every day, online predators make their way into homes uninvited and unnoticed. Help delete online predators. To learn what you can do to protect your kids' online life, visit cybertipline.com.
When I need you, I just close my eyes and I'm with you. And all that I so wanna give you, it's only a
You don't have to be a hero to be a hero. When you adopt a child from foster care, just being there makes all the difference.
Welcome back to Your School News. This whole month, our B Block has featured a series of reports on keeping kids healthy.
When in school, a student's focus should be to learn important things like reading, writing, and arithmetic. To help them do that, New Hanover County Schools and its community partners are working together to offer services throughout the school system to keep students healthy.
During the month, our series Student Health and Wellbeing has focused on the key programs that New Hanover County Schools has put into place to help with student health.
This week, we close our series with a look at mental health services. Schools are increasingly seen as a natural entry point for addressing children's mental health needs and recognition of the importance of sound mental health as an essential support for academic success. Here in New Hanover County, the school system works closely with the health department to offer a unique program in our state that integrated mental health services into the school setting that helps recognize, assess, and treat children's mental health problems. We get the report from Cassie Williamson.
New Hanover County Schools and the New Hanover County Health Department have joined together to provide an additional support service for students and their families. A health department licensed clinical therapist is available to provide mental health services such as evaluation and treatment of children and adolescents with moderate to severe behavioral and emotional problems. School-based mental health services are now available to students and their families in 18 of our schools.
Most of our referrals will come through either the teacher or school administration, so that could be the principal or the vice principal, but we can take referrals directly from the parents as well. So really anytime that a parent sees that there's something that's just not right, if you see your child starting to act really differently, the way I always word it is if you see your kid and they're not kind of living up to their potential, or it looks like there's something that's getting them in the way of being successful, I think that's where we can kind of step in. The way that it has to work is the parents have to be engaged and they have to want the program. It's a voluntary program. Some of our referrals might come through the counselor, so the school counselor. If they're working with a child and it looks like the problems might be a little bit more serious or they're going to take a little bit longer time to work on, and sometimes they'll refer them to us.
Many physical and emotional signs may suggest when a child has a mental health problem. Problems can range from serious concern, such as when a child is in danger of harming themselves, to those of a less severe concern, such as a change in eating habits or sleep patterns, or feelings of frustration. Problems which persist over a long period of time should be a red flag that your child is experiencing some difficulties.
The first step that we're going to do is try to figure out what's going on. And so typically that usually happens depending on the age of the child. With younger kids, I think the therapist and the parents kind of start off at first working closely together. And then I think with the older kids, there's a little bit more, the older kids are a little bit more involved. But those first few sessions, we're going to figure out what's going on. Then after that, what normally happens is, like with me, I would get information from the teachers and the people that are directly involved with the child. We would set up a schedule where I'm going to meet with the child for individual therapy. Usually starts off once a week, depending on what's going on. And then hopefully as things get better, you get to reduce the amount of time and the frequency. But there's going to be a constant flow of information that's going back and forth between what I'm doing with the child, the teacher, the parents, and whoever's involved. So it's hard to give a pat answer to say exactly what's going to happen because it depends on, exactly what the issue is and what's going on.
There is no out-of-pocket cost to a family for services received at the school, nor will any child be turned down for inability to pay. If the child has insurance, their insurance will be billed. However, if the child is referred to other services such as psychiatric or community support, there may be a cost. To access this service, parents can simply call their child's school and request to speak with the school-based therapist. The parent and the therapist can have a confidential discussion about any concerns about a child and whether that child would benefit from the service.
We work with all sorts of different families with different things going on, so that may be with foster families, it could be with grandparents or with parents. But really with what we have with the kids that are coming to school, we have a certain part of the day that we have them here as kind of a captive audience, and then they're going to go out into the community or go home. It just makes complete sense for us to have the families involved, and we really have to have the people involved in the school and the people involved at home. So the parents, have to be willing and kind of seeking the service out. And then throughout the treatment process, they've got to be really closely involved with us.
In today's climate, mental health services have become essential to a school's ability to ensure a safe and healthy learning environment for all students. New Hanover County Schools and the Health Department have created an ideal school-based service so that children and youth receive the support they need in seamless, coordinated, and comprehensive system. Reporting for Your School News, this is Cassie Williamson.
Thank you, Cassie. The school year can be an exciting yet stressful time for children, dealing with teachers and classmates, changing routines, and, of course, schoolwork. For many students, this time can be unnerving and overwhelming. As a parent, there are important steps you can take to support your child. Create a sense of belonging. Feeling connected and welcomed is essential to a child's positive self-adjustment, self-identification, and sense of trust in others and themselves. Promote resilience. Adversity is a natural part of life, and being resilient is important to overcoming challenges and good mental health. Develop experience. Children need to know what they can overcome challenges and accomplish goals through their actions. Ensure a positive, safe school environment. Teach and reinforce positive behaviors and decision-making. Encourage helping others. Encourage good physical health. Ensure access to school-based mental health support should your child need them.
Join us next week as we start a new series entitled Making a Difference. We'll explore projects that schools throughout the district have undertaken this holiday season that will make a difference in the lives of others. That's next week.
It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill affair. Gone are the days of mystery meat and the crabby hairnet-wearing lunch lady.
Across the county, school lunchrooms have gotten a facelift and a menu makeover.
Creed Rassin, our lunch menu analyst, joins us now with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks, and welcome to this week's edition of the Lunch Bill Affair. We have a really short week as we head into the Thanksgiving holiday. Although many people wanted to celebrate Thanksgiving in the United States, it was not until 1941 when Congress declared Thanksgiving as a national holiday. It was declared to be the fourth Thursday in November. Let's take a look at our menu this week. On Tuesday, November 26th, chicken pot pie tops the entree list along with macaroni and cheese with a diner roll. On the side, stewed tomatoes, broccoli, garden salad, and fresh fruit. Wednesday, November 27th, 28th, and 29th, enjoy lunch at home over the Thanksgiving break. For the holiday break, I've got my healthy tip. Sweet potatoes can be a hard sell to the under 10 set. Try sweetening the superfood with orange peel and pumpkin pie spice. Then top with a crunchy layer of corn flakes, brown sugar, and pecans. Remember, it's all about eating right. After the weekend, start the week with cheesy chicken rice and broccoli or a BLT sandwich with cheese cubes. On the side, enjoy green beans and potatoes, a garden salad, and applesauce. The current dietary guidelines encourage most Americans to eat fewer calories, be more physical active, and make wiser food choices. You can check the guidelines yourself at www.cnpp.usda.gov/dietaryguidelines.htm. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week. You've got chicken pot pie and mac and cheese along with a 3-day holiday. From the newsroom, this is Creed Rassin, reminding you that the body mirrors the soul, so you should always feed it right. Back to you.
Thanks, Creed. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill Affair during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now don't go away. Coming up, we've got your arts calendar featuring concerts from throughout the school system.
But up next, we've got the high school sports report with Russell Harrison. Russell will keep you updated on all the games for the coming week.
Your school news will continue after the break.
Listen up, energy hogs. Get in there and waste some energy.
There's no insulation, boss. It's hog heaven.
tan.
Keep wasting. They'll never know what hit them.
What the?
Boss, they're home, and they've got energy-efficient bulbs! Ah!
You've got the power to get rid of energy hogs. You can add insulation and lots of other things. Get the tips you need at energyhog.org and play fun games, too. Get the energy hogs out of your home.
Hey, wait for me!
It's fun to sing,
Zippity zip zip zin zin zin.
dance, and play music every day.
Yeah, go for it.
Doing something artistic inspires creativity and helps you succeed in school and life.
Hooray!
Play music, paint, and dance together as a family.
Come on, team.
Blast off with the arts.
Blast off!
For 10 ways to add the arts into your life, visit AmericansForTheArts.org.
Welcome back to Your School News. It's time for sports with Russell Harrison.
Welcome to this week's sports segment. It may be Thanksgiving week, but high school sports is in full swing in New Hanover County. We have a big football game scheduled for this Friday night. There was a capacity crowd at Scott Braswell Stadium last week to watch two crosstown rivals face off in the 4A playoffs. And the Hoggart Vikings picked up a season sweep over New Hanover with a 35-7 win to move on in state tournament. Kevin Thompson found the end zone twice and finished with 70 yards on 17 carries, while the Hoggart defense picked up 5 sacks in the first half to lead the Vikings into a third-round home game on Black Friday. Hoggart scored touchdowns on its first 4 possessions and used a strong running game, while picking up big chunks of yards through the air early to put themselves in position to get points on the board. New Hanover closed out the season with a 9-4 record, winners in 6 of their last 8 games, with its only 2 losses since October 4th, coming at the hands of Hoggart. The Vikings picked up a season sweep of the Wildcats for the 3rd time in the last 10 years. Hoggart will have another familiar foe coming up in the 3rd round of the playoffs, as the Vikes entertain former Mid-Eastern Conference rival J.H. Rose this on Friday night. The Ramponts defeated D.H. Connolly on the road 46-43 to set up this week's contest. In men's basketball this week, the Laney Bucks will travel over to play against North Brunswick on Tuesday, November 26th. Hopefully the Bucks will be strong enough to defeat North Brunswick and come home with a victory. Tuesday is also a big night of basketball for the Hoggart Vikings as they travel to Broughton High School to face the Capitals. The Ashley Screaming Eagles are also on the road this week as they face Havelock on Tuesday, November 26th. And the New Hanover Wildcats won't have their first game till December 4th when they meet Pender High School at home. That does it for sports. Don't go away. Your school news will continue after this break.
You realize that 49 million Americans struggle with hunger? That's 1 out of every 6 Americans. These people are around us every day. They're our friends, they're our coworkers, their kids go to school with our kids. Sometimes we're not even aware that they're struggling. This problem is closer than you think. So is the solution.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
First time I saw my house, I couldn't believe this had happened. Everything was moldy and disgusting. A lot of things have disappeared. Everything's getting bulldozed down. Our school was made into like a shelter. People around the parish didn't have transportation or couldn't really get out. They went there for last resort. Some people, they were very sick. Some people died in there. Since the storm, our family got a trailer. Classrooms are packed. One of my classes has 62 kids in it. I was very excited knowing that my school was opened again. It was like my second home. I love it there.
Welcome back to Your School News. We close our program with the arts calendar.
It's that time of year when schools throughout the county feature that spectacular holiday and winter musical program.
Standing by in the control room is EJ, who has our arts calendar for December. EJ?
It's that time of year again when our schools pull out all the stops to showcase their wonderful talent.
We have a host of winter concerts, choral, band, and even a little drama. So get out that pen and paper as we review the December arts events in New Hanover County Schools. On December 3rd, Holly Tree Elementary will be presenting their Cardinal Chorus Holiday Concert in the school's multipurpose room starting at 6:30 p.m. Also on the 3rd, Holly Shelter Middle School's 6th and 7th grade band will present their winter concert in the school's auditorium starting at 7 o'clock. Then on December 5th, Holly Shelter's 8th grade jazz band will present its winter concert in the auditorium starting at 7 p.m. Then on December 7th, Hoggard High School's Drama Club will present an improv performance for the holidays. The performance will be held in the school's drama room at 7 p.m. We've got 3 elementary school concerts and 2 middle school concerts on December 10th. Castle Hayne Elementary will present its winter concert in the multipurpose room starting at 6:30, while Eaton Elementary's 4th and 5th grade chorus concert will be at 6:30 in the school's multipurpose room. Also on December 10th, Wrightsboro Elementary will present their Cultural Arts Night in the school's cafeteria and media center from 5 to 7 p.m. Meanwhile, Holly Shelter's orchestra will feature a winter concert in the school auditorium at 7 p.m. While just down the road, Trask's Middle School's band will present its 6th, 7th, and 8th grade concert at 7 p.m. in the school's cafeteria. 2 middle schools showcase their talent on December 12th. Rolling Grice features their winter orchestra concert in the school auditorium at 7, while Holly Shelter, features a drama winter performance in the school auditorium at 7 o'clock. One lone event on Friday, December 13th, the Laney High School winter chorus concert will be held at Grace United Methodist Center at 7 p.m., while on December 16th, Ashley High School's winter concert will fill Minnie Evans Art Center with the Sounds of the Season, starting at 7 p.m. December 17th also features 2 middle school events. The Murray Middle School Orchestra will hold their winter concert in Minnie Evans starting at 7, while Holly Shelter Middle School wraps up its performances for the season with a choral winter concert in the auditorium at 7. That's all for your arts calendar for December. Remember, concerts in New Hanover County Schools are always free and open to the public. From the newsroom, this is E.J. McGonigal. Back to you.
If you missed anything on our arts calendar, you can check it out for yourself at www.nhcs.net/artsed/calendar.htm.
That does it for this edition of Your School News. Recapping some of our main stories. School system and chamber partner in first annual Walk in My Shoes program. 19th annual Sidewalk Chalk art event held at Mayfair and Ashley wins. And winter band, choral, and orchestra concerts fill the school system with music. Check out the arts calendar on the school system's website.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online. And don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show, weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Abby Bowman.
And I'm Jamie Stalford. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network at the Cape Fear.
Have a great day.